Hello, my name is Stephanie Lanter, and I'm thrilled to have my work included in the 11th annual Workhouse Clay International this year, juried by Kevin Snipes. Thank you so much to Kevin and to the Workhouse Arts Center for hosting this exhibit and their sustained commitment to the arts and to our ceramics field. This is really no small task. I'm speaking to you here from my studio at the Hartford Art School at the University of Hartford in Connecticut, where I'm an assistant professor of ceramics with colleagues Matt Towers and Matt Dracole. I have been working in clay mixed media, drawing and words for about 20 years now, and my current sculptural and vessel investigations involve the process of manually slip trailing as a construction method. I invert this traditional surface design technique to bring words, phrases, and symbols to life in the round, to make the virtual visceral. These pieces may look 3D printed at first glance, but they have improvisations, irregularities, and insertions unique to my handwriting with things like this high-tech plastic bottle. This piece, chosen for the Workhouse Clay International, is called Negative Space. The top here is a slip-trailed porcelain retracing of the phrase negative space, finished with underglaze, glaze, and platinum luster. The base here was coil built with stoneware, and I've been firing this body of work to Cone 6 electric. I really don't want you to feel badly if you can't make out the words here. The initial design of the text from which the piece started was skewed for effect, with one of the words flipped upside down and the letters exaggerated for flow and shape. I'm not interested in being didactic with this work. I usually start a piece by physically thinking through the idea by writing and drawing and try to come up with an unexpected and expressive composition that conveys my emotional and cognitive confusion about the concept. Usually, this is a word or a phrase with multiple definitions, applications, and interpretations that resonate both on a personal and somehow political or social level. It's wild sometimes how prophetic work can be. I made this piece actually in 2019 when I was living and teaching in Kansas, where there are vast prairie lands and soft rolling hills without visible trace of human use. It's really glorious, where negative did not mean bad, but just empty. I would ride my bike in these breathtakingly wide open flint hills, enjoying the distance while simultaneously feeling lonely. In a negative headspace, if you will. Not good. Maybe obsessing over a relationship or my feelings of disconnection. Thinking about how texting with someone both denies and articulates the negative space between bodies. Thinking about how maps, like words, but lines to the spaces between points, sometimes getting us there and sometimes just making us lost. At that time, I never could have foreseen how relevant and necessary the presence of negative space would become for us in one short year. The pandemic, with its requirements, of course, for social distancing and for relocating so much of our lives to online, underscored the necessity for perspective. Negative space became a safety membrane, lungs filled with excruciating breath for some, a miraculous grid of faces on Zoom, or a numbing kind of paralysis for some of us living alone. So most potters are familiar with the words of Lao Tzu, who in the Tao Te Ching said, "Shape clay into a vessel. It is the space within that makes it useful. The emptiness inside that holds whatever we may want." This past year and a half, negative space became a practice full of ambiguity, nuance, ambivalence, pain, and potential. These word works hopefully do the same. They're sort of language landscapes or even journeys, rhythmic, precarious, elusive, precious, and ultimately what we make of them. If you would like to see more of my work, you can visit my website, stephanielanter.com, or find me by my full name on Instagram or Facebook. And to view more work from the other incredible artists in the 2021 Workhouse Clay International, visit workhousearts.org or find them on social media. Thank you so much for watching and listening, and I'm sending openness and energy out to you across all the negative space between us.